Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to another episode of Shifting Reality. Today we're starting off this episode with reading a paragraph from Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth because it fits really well in with today's episode. So I'm going to put it on the screen, but it says, why does the ego play roles? Because of one unexamined assumption, one fundamental error, one unconscious thought. That thought is, I am not enough. Other unconscious thoughts follow. I need to play a role in order to get what I need to be fully myself. I need to get more so that I can be more. But you cannot be more than you are because underneath your physical and psychological form, you are one with life itself, one with being. In form, you are and will always be inferior to some, superior to others. In essence, you are neither inferior nor superior to anyone. True self-esteem and true humility arise out of that realization. In the eyes of the ego, self-esteem and humility are contradictory. In truth, they are one and the same. I'm not enough is a story you've been telling yourself, but now it's time to rewrite that story. You have the power to redefine who you are, not based on old narratives, but on the truth. You are and always have been enough. Feeling like you're not enough is a collective issue. Most people experience it at some point in their lives, whether consciously or subconsciously. It often stems from childhood conditioning, societal pressures, comparison, or past experiences that made them feel inadequate. A simple example of the childhood conditioning, I'm sure some of you guys have experienced this also, but there's one instance I remember that could definitely explain what contributed to my subconscious belief that I am not enough. So when I was a kid, we were separated into reading groups. So there was the advanced group, the average group, and the struggling group. I was placed in the average group, and even though it wasn't the lowest, I couldn't shake the feeling that it wasn't enough. I wanted to be in the advanced group to be seen as exceptional, to prove that I was smart, but sitting in that average group, I started to believe that maybe I was just ordinary, that no matter how hard I tried, I wasn't quite good enough. And that feeling stuck with me in ways I didn't even realize at the time, showing up in moments of self-doubt, in the need to prove myself, in the fear that I wasn't measuring up. And looking back, I see how those small moments can plant such deep-seated beliefs about our worth. But the truth is, my worth and yours was never determined by those experiences. So psychologists call this feeling of not enoughness imposter syndrome or low self-worth programming, and it affects everyone from high achievers to everyday people. And you may think some people don't experience it, but most of the time behind the scenes they are, because again, you can't see what people are going through behind the scenes. You only see what they show you. So social media has amplified the struggle, constantly exposing us to curated versions of other people's lives, making it easy to feel like we're falling short even when we're not. I mean, it's so easy to fall into the trap of comparison, and I feel like that's why most people are programmed to feel like they're not enough. So I highly suggest not comparing yourself to anyone else and knowing that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, even when other people may be further ahead than you. So we shouldn't compare our journey to anyone else's. It's something we all do, sometimes without even realizing it. But the truth is, no two paths are the same. We each come from different backgrounds and grow at our own pace. What takes one person a year to achieve might take someone else 5. Not because one is better or smarter, but because their experiences, their opportunities and obstacles are completely different. So you can't, it's incomparable. When we compare ourselves to others, we're often judging our behind the scenes struggles against their highlight reel, because again, you only see what they show you, which isn't a fair comparison. Instead of measuring ourselves against someone else's timeline, we should focus on our own progress, knowing that our journey is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. This belief of not being enough is not a reflection of reality, it's a learned perception. And just as it can be learned, it can be unlearned. I want you guys to reflect on a few questions I wrote down so you can see the illusion for what it is. Lies that we've been telling ourselves that don't do anything for us but hold us back, keep us small, and make us doubt our own worth. These beliefs don't protect us, or push us forward, they only reinforce the false idea that we're not enough. But once you recognize them for what they are, you have the power to break free from them and rewrite the story you tell yourself, a story rooted in self-acceptance and belief in your latent potential. Because to feel like you're enough, you're going to have to accept yourself truly as you are, who God created you to be. The first question is, what events in your life made you feel not enough? I'm going to give you a few seconds. Okay. So next, I want you to ask yourself, do these events actually prove you're not enough, or were they simply reflections of other people's unconscious behavior, their own fears and limitations projected onto you? I'll give you a few seconds. Lastly, I want you to answer, what makes you not worthy? I'll answer that one for you, okay? Nothing. You being here conscious, living and breathing is proof enough that you are worthy. God wouldn't put you on this earth if you weren't worthy of life. You were created with purpose. Your existence is a testament to your inherent worth. Every breath you take is evidence that you are meant to be here, that you deserve to be alive, and that you deserve to live your best life. Life is not a mistake, it's a gift. And if you're here, then you have everything you need to embrace it fully. This time, let's just let go of the old stories, the ones that tell you you're not enough, that you need to do more, be more, or prove something to the world. These are lies no longer serving you, that you keep telling yourself for what knows reason. They've only held you back, keeping you small and stuck in cycles. So let's make space for new beliefs that benefit us and that will get us what we desire. Awareness is literally going to be your best friend in this life. It's the power we all have to transcend self-imposed limitations. As I always say, we are not our thoughts or our emotions. We are the awareness that observes them. When we become aware of our thoughts and patterns and the stories we tell ourselves, we gain the ability to see them for what they truly are, just thoughts, not facts. This awareness allows us to question the not enoughness that holds us back, to recognize it as a lie, and to choose a new way of thinking that aligns with our true worth. With awareness, you can step into your own power and rewrite the narrative of your life. It gives you the freedom to choose who you want to be, not based on old beliefs, but based on your soul's truth. So step into the role of creator and create the person you desire to be. If you were the person you desire to be, what would you be telling yourself? Definitely not, I am not enough. Instead, you would be affirming yourself. I am enough, I am worthy, I am capable, exactly as I am. These are thoughts that empower you, that propel you forward into the life you desire. So start telling yourself the truth that you've always known deep down, you're more than enough. I want you guys to know, it's a process, but just doing it for yourself will make such a difference in your life. And I think that's the main goal, is to change yourself for the better. That's what we're here to do. And it's a shame of what we go through as children that causes us to think this way of ourselves. And in most people, it goes unaware and they don't know what to do about it. They just live their lives feeling that they're not enough or feeling like they don't deserve what they have. It's crazy, but when you really accept that you are deserving and that you are enough, then I don't know, it's just better. Why not think that for yourself? Why not believe those thoughts instead of the ones that are telling you you're not? Why are we so programmed to believe in the I'm not enough, I can't do this, instead of the I can, I am enough, I deserve this, I deserve happiness, I deserve love? We are so against ourselves sometimes. But when you see it for what it is, you realize that this is not the life that you would want to live, or this is not the life that you deserve to live, one where you're your own worst enemy, especially when in life you have to go through it a lot on your own. It's you have to be there for yourself at the end of the day, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody can change how you feel about yourself. You have to do it for yourself. No amount of validation will make you feel like you're enough unless you validate yourself, honestly. even when outside events try to make you feel like you're not enough, be rooted in your belief that your worth is not determined by anyone or external circumstances. You are enough regardless of what happens around you. No achievement, no failure, no opinion from others can ever change the truth of who you are. When the world tries to dim your light, stand strong and remember that your value comes from within. And let me tell you, when you're special and chosen, they're going to try to make you feel less about yourself, but don't allow them to do that. I want that to push you even more into knowing you are enough. From my perspective, I like to think of like an enemy trying to bring me down, and that motivates me even more to believe in myself. They wouldn't try to stop someone who isn't powerful. So when they attempt to hold you back, take it as a sign that you're just a force to be reckoned with. Let their attempts to dim your light fuel your determination to rise even higher. I'm like, no, you're not going to stop me. I'm going to feel even more than enough just because you want me to feel like I'm not. When you feel like you're not enough, you're less likely to go after the things you want and more likely to self-sabotage or hold yourself back. So let that awareness be the turning point. Recognize that these feelings of inadequacy are just obstacles in your mind, not truths about your ability or worth. When you feel the urge to hold back, challenge it. Take that step anyway. You're more capable than you think, and you'll realize that when you take that first step. And your dreams are worth pursuing. So don't let fear of not being enough stop you from going after what you truly desire. Instead, let it push you to prove to yourself that you are enough, that you have everything it takes, and that you are worthy of all the success and happiness you're seeking. So next, I'm going to get into the mind map I created, because this is a great way to identify like the core beliefs that are holding you back. And then again, awareness is your power. Once you're aware of them, you can work through them and become better. I'm going to put it on the screen. So this is the mind map I created. And so basically it's old beliefs that I wanted to release at the time. And as you can see in bold red, I said, these are illusions, because they are just conditioning that has built up over time that is now time to release. Because what is this doing for me? Nothing. If it's not working for me, I don't want it. So as you can see in the middle of the mind map, it says I am not enough. So that's the core belief that stems off of all the other shit that's happening on this mind map. The I am not enough is the main thing that fuels everything else. So for the belief reinforcement, these are things that I went through in my life that caused me to feel stronger about the I am not enough. So once I wrote all this down, I started to realize how stupid this was, because I was like, just because I've been through this doesn't mean that. Just because I've been through that doesn't mean I should feel this way, you know? So I'll just go over a few things. So I'm not enough. And then stemming off from it, I am not beautiful enough. And then with the belief reinforcement, we have mean comments from others. So you can see how things in your life can make you feel stronger about those negative thought patterns. Again, we don't want anything outside of us to affect how we feel about ourselves. We get to determine our worth. And I suggest you believe that you are worthy. And I know I make it seem like simple, like it's simple to believe you are worthy, but I don't really know how to tell you guys to believe that you are worthy. You just have to do it. Like, just like you believe you're not enough or you can't do something, you should be able to believe that you can. Like, just switch that shit up. It's funny because I did this a while ago, and like now I don't feel this way about myself at all. Like I am not worthy of true love, and then the belief reinforcement was rejection in relationships. And now in my life, since I've made this, I'm like, I am very much worthy of true love. And if it's not true love, I don't really want it. And I don't feel that way about myself anymore at all. And I think it's because I really became aware of how I felt about certain things. Because I think we do things unconsciously most of the time. So you're not even aware that you're thinking this way about certain things. Like, again, you realize how stupid it is and how it doesn't apply to your life at all. Or how you should feel, like how you should reframe it. So instead of saying like rejections in relationships, I'm not worthy of love, now I know I'm worthy of love, and I know it'll come when it's ready. I'm not scared or worried about it at all, because I know it's going to happen for me, because I deserve it and I believe I'm enough, if that makes sense. So this shit works. Over time, I started not feeling this way about myself, stemming off from the I am not enough. I am not social, and then the belief reinforcement is not feeling seen and being ignored. And those are things that have been happening to me recently. I've been put in those situations, but I don't let them feed the belief that I am not enough. I let them feed the belief that I actually am special, and that's why these things are happening to me. So if that makes sense, it's like you just tweak your mind a little bit. It's all in the mind, because you're supposed to use your mind as a tool, not the guiding force of your life. And that's where people get confused and kind of fuck up their own life, because we let our mind run it. And really, it should be your like inner self, like your consciousness, like your awareness should be in control, essentially. So we get so immersed in the experience that we forget that it's just an experience. I highly recommend that you guys try to make a mind map. I think it'll be really good to identify the things that you've been telling yourselves. After I did the mind map, I channeled down some messages, because I was like asking my angels, how do I let go of these belief systems or not feeling enough? And basically what I channeled down, I said, acknowledge them for what they are, ideas you told yourself because you were perceiving the experiences from a lens that didn't understand that these experiences don't mean you are unworthy. So I also said, you continue to tell yourself these lies to keep yourself safe, or so you thought it would. But you are safe to know you are worthy, and you will attract better and feel more free if you integrate the knowing that you are worthy. You don't need to rush or worry. Continue step by step, day by day, and know you are more than enough. So the truth is, you don't have to earn your worth. You are born enough. Your very existence, your consciousness is undeniable proof that you are worthy just as you are. So don't let the outside world or the voice of self-doubt convince you otherwise. I always say in the description of my videos, you have the power to shift your reality. It's up to you to make that choice for yourself. And hopefully you decide to take that step for yourself. And with that, that is the end of today's episode. I'm going to draw a card for you guys real quick and then we'll head out. So you got Archangel Metatron. I'm your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and divinity. I'm here to help heal the conflict between your heart and mind. Feel me in the stream of your thoughts and feelings. In unity, there is love. Until next time, stay enlightened, stay blissed, and may your journey be filled with endless discoveries.